How are you all? Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is matter and chemical formulae. So before starting the chapter, I want to ask you that what is matter and how many different things you see around you. For example, like you see book, table, chair, box, your geometry box, your notebooks, your bag, your study table, and so many things you see around you, isn't it? And all these are concluded as a matter. So we can say that everything you see around us that considered to be matter. And you know that atoms are the basic building blocks of matter. You, me, and everyone comes under the matter. So whatever the things you are looking around you have mass, occupy space, and can be felt by our sense organ is concluded as matter. Okay? Have you seen air? Have you seen air? No. You cannot see air. You can feel air. The air we breathe is also made up of matter. And matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay? And if we see the composition of matter, the composition of matter is made up of different tiny particles called atoms. And what is tiny? Tiny means very small, which we cannot see with our naked eyes. So matter is made up of tiny particles named as atom, or we can say atoms are the basic building blocks of any substance. We can take example of any house. As you know that any house is made up of collection of walls, and walls are made by collection of bricks. So we can say the brick is the basic functional or building block of that house, isn't it? So same way we were having atoms that are the same basic building blocks of any substance. So everything around us is made up of atom. If we see the properties of atom, so first of all we know that atoms are very small. They are the characteristic property of atom. Then we cannot see them with naked eyes. Naked eyes means if I am using specs to see anything, then it is called aided eyes. But we cannot see the microscope. We cannot see the atoms without any standard microscope. And if we talk about the states, so I have told you before also that we have three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. In solid, atoms are tightly packed. In liquid, they are loosely packed, whereas in gas they are having lot of space between them. Or we can say, in other words, solid have high force of attraction, whereas liquid have a less force of attraction as compared to solid, and gas are having very less force of attraction, due to which they have very lot of space between the particles, and the particles move randomly here to there. So I think the properties of atoms are clear to you. Now let us talk about structure of an atom. If we see the structure of an atom, then it is very smaller particles beyond our imagination. And atoms have three subparticles which are known as proton, neutron, and electron. There are three subatomic particles: proton, electron, and neutron. Proton contain positive charge, neutron don't have any charge and electron have negative charge, and which is very much smaller than the proton or neutron. And we have the center of atom, that is called nucleus. It consists of proton as well as neutron, or we can say proton and neutron stays inside the nucleus, and nucleus is the center of atom, which is smaller than 10 raised to power 5 as compared to the atom size. And if we see of electrons, it is the outermost part consists of electron that keep on revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit. What is orbit? Orbit means path, shell, we can say. So the electrons revolve in different shells. The atom have K, L, M, N, that you are going to study in your higher classes. But up to now you should know that there are three type of subatomic particles, that is proton, electron and neutron, and they are placed at different places. Like proton and neutron are kept inside the nucleus, and electrons revolve around the nucleus. We can say that an atom is electrically neutral. How we can say that atoms are electrically neutral? Since they have equal number of positive charge as well as a equal number of negative charge. For example, in maths you study plus 10 and minus 10 cancel out each other. Same way, this proton and electron, they cancel out the charge of each other, and as a whole the atom is electrically neutral. Or we can say we have number of proton and number of electrons are equal to each other. An atom can lose, gain or share its electron. I repeat, atom have the tendency to lose, to gain or to share the electrons. And what are ions? Ions are the charged particle which are formed due to loss or gain of any electron. And atoms, these ions have two charges. First one is positive charge, another one is negative charge. They are categorized as ion or cations. So I think the things of structure of atoms are clear to you all. How they are different from each other, that is also clear. Now if we talk about molecules, molecules are the smallest unit of matter which exist independently. What is the difference between an atom and a molecule? Atom cannot exist independently, whereas the molecule can easily exist independently. Or we can say a molecule is a group of two or more than two atoms. They are chemically combined with each other. If we talk about water, water have the formula H2O, means two hydrogen and one oxygen get combined with each other to form one molecule of water. Same way carbon dioxide also, one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen, they combine with each other to form one molecule of carbon dioxide. So I think molecule is also clear to you. In run through you can read that we have done anything that occupies space, have mass and can be felt by our sense organ is considered to be matter. And matter is made up of atoms and molecule. Atoms are tiny particles that cannot be seen by our naked eyes. Means we require an electronic microscope to see it. An atom is made up of even smaller particles. We can say proton, electron and neutron. A molecule is the smallest unit of matter that can be exist independently. So let us do now track your process. Dash are the basic building blocks of matter. Atoms are the basic building blocks of matter. The atom in dash are tightly packed together. In solid, they are tightly packed together. The number of proton is equal to number of electron in an atom. Then and dash is formed when an atom lose or gain electron. What is formed? An ion is formed. Then a molecule of CO2 consists of dash carbon and dash oxygen atom. So what you can say, how many molecule, how many atoms of carbon? 1 and 2 atoms of oxygen. So I think these topics are clear to you. Students, in our next video, we are going to cover classification of matter from as elements, compound and mixture. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.